Welcome back, everyone. It's Corinne here with another week of Four Good Stories. Obviously, I don't have Addison next to me. She's away on vacation, but we got a very special guest this week. This is my sister, Avi.
Hi, Corinne. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. So instead of me sharing four good stories and then Avi sharing four good stories, I'm going to be interviewing Avi a little bit about an organization she's been working with called Feed Evansville. But before we get into that, I'm just going to ask for you to give a brief introduction about yourself, just for those who don't know you.
Sure. My name is Avi Gould, and I grew up in the DuBois County area of southern Indiana. I attended Forest Park High School and graduated in 2018, and shortly after moved to Evansville to attend the University of Southern Indiana. I have my bachelor's degree in psychology, which I got in 2021, and I must have enjoyed it or something because I went back last August to get my Master of Social Work degree. This leads me to where I am today with Feed Evansville.
Well, it's like I didn't go to every one of your graduations or something. So, we're here to talk about Feed Evansville. But before we get into your four good stories, can you just tell me a little bit about the organization and like its mission?
Yeah. Feed Evansville is a nonprofit that started in 2020 as COVID 19 exposed how many people in our community struggle with food insecurity. Our mission is to improve overall health and community wellness while reducing food insecurity. We don't just hand out food, we work and focus toward long term solutions. That means working together with local organizations, community leaders, and city partners to improve the food distribution systems and make access more equitable. We also create space for residents to share their experiences and explain how food access affects their everyday lives. We believe their voices should guide our processes.
What is one thing you wish people knew more about food insecurity?
I wish more people knew that food insecurity isn't just about being hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stress of not knowing where your next meal comes from, but it's also the stress, the tough choices, and the impact it has on your health. This is a daily struggle that affects families in real ways.
Absolutely. Should we get started with the four good stories now that you gave a little introduction?
Let's do it.
All right.
So, over the past few weeks, the team was able to rescue over 500 pumpkins from waste by collecting surplus food from farms. It's a meaningful way to ensure food doesn't get left behind and instead makes its way to families in our community.
500 pumpkins.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a food expert by any means, but all I can think of is like pumpkin pie. What all could you make with just the pumpkins?
We were able to create so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
We made desserts like cookies, pies, and bread puddings, and even nutritious staples like hearty soup, lasagna, and baby food. We also made snacks like roasted pumpkin seeds, which let me tell you are absolutely delicious.
So, you serve anyone from infant to adult.
Yeah.
How many meals do you think you were able to serve just from the pumpkins alone?
It can be difficult to put a number on big projects like these, but to give a ballpark, I would say at least 1,000 meals.
Wow.
By using all parts of the pumpkin, from the flesh to the seeds, we transform one rescued ingredient into multiple types of food.
Do you normally take on this mass amounts of projects for just fresh produce?
Well, recently, and going into the organization's second good thing going on,
Mm-hmm.
we rescued 160 bags of lettuce just
Wow.
past the best by date. We were able to reallocate all of this lettuce before it went bad to local organizations like the YWCA, the Rescue Mission, and the Salvation Army.
Do you find rescuing perishable items such as the pumpkins and lettuce, so like vegetables, do you find that more difficult than just shelf stable items?
Yeah, definitely, but also incredibly impactful.
Mm-hmm.
With shelf stable items, we have the flexibility of time. Now, with perishables, we need time to line up partner organizations quickly, to ensure proper refrigeration, and to mobilize volunteers on a short notice.
Yeah, we have the resource center um, right down the road, but we give out just like shelf stable food, so chips, dips. I think we still have things from like Christmas time, so like stuffing and stuff. And that alone can be sometimes difficult for us. So I can't even imagine the difficulty of handling fresh produce in a timely manner. How do you execute mass projects like the pumpkin and lettuce rescue?
It's truly a team effort. We have a great network of volunteers, a great leadership team, and trusted community partners. This allows us to act fast and ensure that food reaches families instead of going to waste.
Yeah. How does rescuing food fit into Feed Evansville's goal of reducing food insecurity?
It gets fresh items quickly to the families that need them.
Mm-hmm.
By providing balanced meals, we make a bigger impact on the people who are food insecure.
Yeah. What a positive way to start us off, Abe.
Yeah.
What's the third good thing you want to talk about?
We recently put on a community food share event to
Mm-hmm.
supply families and individuals with food boxes containing pantry staples.
Cool.
At this event, we were able to serve 137 families in the Evansville area.
That's awesome you were able to reach so many people. Can you tell me what the event just kind of looked like and how many people you were able to serve?
Yeah, it was a car line drive-through event, so families stayed in their vehicles until getting to the front of the line.
Mm-hmm.
At the front of the line, they were given a large box with their pantry staples inside.
So events like those are personally my favorite because of the direct interaction you get with the people you serve. Because in Hope for Good, me and Addison are just like in the warehouse and we're packaging the toys for the kids, and we don't really have a direct interaction with them besides when we receive like photos and videos of them getting their monthly package. But to finish us off, what is the fourth good thing happening in Feed Evansville?
The team recently attended an event at Indiana State House to address food insecurity among children with local and state leaders. Food insecurity isn't just a local issue, it's a systemic one. It's clear that local nonprofits can't solve this issue alone.
Yeah.
There's still a gap in child nutrition programs, and with the right policy changes and funding, we can make a real impact.
Why do you think it's important for Feed Evansville to be involved at the state level?
1 in 5 children in this state are food insecure, meaning 20% of Indiana's kids don't have reliable access to food. Collaboration is critical at all levels, local, state, and regional. While we see the impact every day in our community, many of the decisions that directly affect families are shaped at the State House.
Mm-hmm.
Being part of those conversations allows Evansville voices to be represented when decisions are made.
Did you learn anything at the event that could shape your guys' future efforts?
Absolutely. It reinforced the importance of data and storytelling. Lawmakers respond not only to statistics, but real stories from communities like ours. Moving forward, we plan to be even more intentional about tracking our impact and sharing these stories. More importantly, this event reminded us that sustainable change happens when nonprofits and policymakers work together.
Mm-hmm.
This shapes how Feed Evansville advocates, partners, and expands our effort.
Avi, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I think this is really going to help the people that we serve just from the resource center alone, because we have food but not fresh good food that you guys serve. So hopefully the people watching this now know about your organization and you guys can reach so many people from across the bridge.
Absolutely.
But those were this week's 4 good things. Until next time, keep looking for the good. And if you find any, you can email Addison at her email, which is addison@forgoodcommunity.org. And if you're subscribed, drop a comment with something good that happened to you this week, and you will be entered into our giveaway. And if you want to, you can share that story with someone, you know, like your neighbor or your sister. Join us again next week to see how the world gets better 1 week at a time. 4 good stories, because the world has more good than we think.
Yay!
Woo! That was good.
That was good.
After many technical difficulties.